Shaitanirajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. It's English class and lecture number 57, class 9th. So let's start. In this video we are going to change the voice of past continuous tense. So I have made the three part of past continuous tense. First is affirmative sentences, second one is negative sentences, and third one is questions. Okay, so let's see the general formula while converting sentence from active to passive in past continuous tense. We will write sentence like this pattern: subject, then was, were, plus first form of verb, base verb, plus ing, then object. When we are making a simple sentence in past active tense, so we will use this formula: subject, then there is was, were, then base verb and plus ing, then object. Okay, and when we will convert the sentence of past continuous into passive, what we will use? Firstly, object will take the place of subject. Okay, and then be form of verb we will use here was, were, then we will use being in past continuous tense. Then third form of verb, I told to you that past participles we have to use every time while making the passive. Then we will use by and subject. And while converting this type of sentences to passive voice, subject and object will change their places to each other. You have to keep this thing in your mind. And after object we will use helping verb, was, were, and then we will use being, then third form of verb, then by, and then subject. Okay, understood? Next, while converting the active voice into passive voice, there are certain changes in subject you have to keep in your mind. And I will change into me, we will change into us, they will change into them, you will remain you, he will change into him, she will change into her, it will change into it, it will remain it, name will remain same. Here red color subject will not change while active to passive. Understood? Now let's see the formula of affirmative sentences of past continuous tense. And he was writing a letter. This sentence, while converting it into passive voice, will what becomes? A letter was being written by him. So let us apply the formula on other sentences. They were writing letters. Letters were being written by them. Here first of what will be used? First of all, for making a affirmative sentences we will use subject, then helping verb was, were, and then verb plus ing, first form of verb, then ing will be there, and then object. You can watch here, he is the subject in first sentence, then was, were is the helping verb, then writing, first form of verb, then ing with the ing, writing. A letter is the object here. In next sentence, as I told to you that object will take the place of subject, so a letter was the object, and here in passive, object will come on the start of the sentence and it's take the place of subject. So a letter is on the first of in the start of the sentence, then be form was is there, and then we have to use in passive being, then we add being here, third form of verb written, and as I told to you that we have to add by also, by him, subject is he, so objective form of his subject he is him. So a letter was being written by him. Okay. As same like this another sentence, they were writing letters. So letters are plural, so we used were. Okay, helping verb were we used here because letters were plural being written by them. Here are some examples. We will read one by one. Firstly, we will discuss one active voice sentence and then we will change it into passive. I was eating an apple. An apple was being eaten by me. You were playing football. Football was being played by you. So a football is singular, so we have to use helping verb was. We were singing songs. You can watch here that in first sentence we were singing songs. We used were because subject is we. Songs were being sung by us. We used were also here because songs are more than one. He was drinking milk. We used was here because he is a singular person and singular subject, so that's the reason. Milk was being drunk by him. She was writing letters were being written by her. Sam was selling vegetables were being sold by Sam. Okay, let's move to the next part of negative sentences. Here in sentences there is sentences and he was not writing a letter. Okay, while we will convert this sentence to passive, it will be a letter was not being written by him. So here our subject is, object is singular. Okay, so we will use here was with it. Okay, and we can watch, we use was in the second sentences when we are making the passive of it. Okay, and next for making us negative sentences, after the helping verb and before the being we will use not. Okay, you have to watch in second example, they were not writing letters. It is a simple sentence of past continuous. While we will convert this sentence into passive, it will be letters were not being written by them. Okay, you can watch here that after the helping verb and before the being we have used here not. Okay, and examples of negative sentences, active and passive also. One by one we will read one active sentence and then change it into passive. I was not eating an apple. An apple was not being eaten by me. Okay, you can watch here that between the was helping verb and before the being we use not. You were not playing football. Football was not being played by you. We were not singing songs. Songs were not being sung by us. He was not drinking milk. Milk was not being drunk by him. She was not writing letters. Letters were not being written by her. Sam was not selling vegetables. Vegetables were not being sold by Sam. And now look at the last part. That's our questions. Active voice sentences is, was he writing a letter? Next, was passive of this sentence will be, was a letter being written by him? We use was because our subject was singular. Okay, our subject is singular here, so that's why we use was here. And first, for making a question, for making interrogative sentences, what we will do, we will write the helping verb at the start of the sentence as we have written here in the first example and second example. Was he writing a letter? Was he writing letters? And so while we will make the passive of these sentences, the method will be same. We will write the helping verb at the start of the sentence. Look at the examples. Was I eating an apple? Was an apple being eaten by me? You have to keep in your mind that we have to put question mark also at the end of the question sentences. Were you playing football? Was football being played by you? Was she singing songs? Were songs being sung by us? Was he drinking milk? Question mark is also at the end of the all the sentence. And was milk being drunk by him? Was she writing letters? Were letters being written by her? Was Sam selling vegetables? Were vegetables being sold by Sam? So these are the worksheets. Today we read past continuous tense, active and passive of past continuous tense we discussed in our lecture. So what you have to do, you have to prepare these and then you have to make your assignment. These worksheets are given and you have to write active and then you have to solve these active into passive, and these will be your homework. You have to complete these all the active and you have to solve in passive on your notebooks. Okay, just this is the past continuous tense, passive of past continuous tense, and this will be your homework. So